It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Cowboys, veteran linebacker, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Cowboys and the Cards, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So here are the Cardinals now with a long field ahead. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great. Not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Cardinals hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
One thing you know they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader. It's 4.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Baker. He finds his man, complete. That's Richards. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. This defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in a victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back to throw now on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
They'll try the left side. It's Lambert. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 16. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
3rd down and 1. That is caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
3rd and 8. Looking to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's done. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball? Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again. Right back to him on 1st down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top? They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it winds up at a touchdown for Arizona. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They had no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. You look at this Arizona defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL. And even though it's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against the secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long. Here's Baker to throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route? No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown. The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone? Extra point by Ryland, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 123 yards. And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On first down, it's Lambert. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Oh, good move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Ready, go.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up and keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now here's a throw that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Baker. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down now, it's Lambert, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jones on the return. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Check. Roll.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Unlock line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Baker on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll be out right at the 35. First play of the drive is success, 19 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw, eluding the pressure right.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ready?
Baker now throwing on first down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the... Cowboys have a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Hey, did you have one of those back... one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers, and you know you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Baker looking to throw on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the... Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault, because to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major...
Touchdown! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys had 6 to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On third down, Lambert. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Baker. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now the Card's going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On third down, Lambert. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first, time for...
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
To throw is Baker. To throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm not right. I'm not right. Hey, hey.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
To throw on second down, Baker. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's Baker off the play fake. Now, a quick throw there is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into covers because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. but sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Now Baker on first down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
70, Timberwolves. Tap to 60, tap to 60. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 33. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And he powers his way up past the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off or they were just well coached and on their toes.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Alert! Alert!
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Come on, set!
Baker now on 1st and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Baker looking to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 32 on the play.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Baker. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's caught. Beckham. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 2nd down, it's Lambert. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He completes it to Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Here now, 3rd down and 8.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
But that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. Cowboys are able to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
They'll try the left side. It's Lambert.
And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football